what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to NHL 24 franchise mode. This episode we're gonna just do the rest of the season, I guess, and hopefully make the playoffs. So let's keep simming, I guess, past the Isles game. I have a couple of trades I want to make, but we're gonna wait and see at the deadline, most likely. We're gonna make those trades at the deadline is what I meant. Please load. My goodness. Costin there. Can you stop doing that? Oh my god. Costin in there also. And then Costin over here also. Actually, should I just put Berglund? Say Rosemore. It won't fit as well, so never mind. Costin back in there. We beat the Isles 6-2. We're against Seattle, in LA, and at home against Winnipeg. Oh, that's true. I signed a goalie coach for the AHL. I forgot about that. While I was looking for my trades, I signed a goalie coach. And I'm also looking for a new head coach next year. I found someone I kind of like. So we'll see how that goes. Because this coach, I'm just not really a huge fan of him anymore. So I just want to move on from him. Beat Seattle 5-2, and we're in LA. Walensky's back. We're just gonna keep Costin in for now. 5-2 loss. 2-1 win. We're in Nashville against Ottawa and then against Utah. I'm gonna go to February 1st and see my scouts. Predators. That's an overtime win against the Senators. That's a 3-1 loss. Might put Walensky back in. And now Utah. It's a 6-1 win. Okay, maybe we'll keep it. I don't know. Against New Jersey, in Buffalo, in Florida. See how good this game goes, because they're a good team. The 3-2 shootout loss. We got a point. Okay with that. We're in Buffalo. They're a bad team. Can we beat them? We lose 3-0 to a bad Buffalo team. And we lose in overtime to Florida. We're going to put Walensky back in. Camper's got 46 points in 46 games. Just gonna take a sip of my drink one sec, guys. Gonna take Costin back out. Put Walensky back in. We're only like, what, 2 points out of the second place, so we're fine, I think. Yeah, we're 1 point back a second. Against Chicago, we're in Edmonton, the best team in this division. And then we're against St. Louis next Tuesday, so we're just going to sim up to Monday, 31st. It's a 5-4 loss. It's a 4-0 win. So we look decent. 22, 19, and 7. The two players that I wanted to go after, I'm going to show you guys who they are. One of them is in Carolina. This one is just a rental because I want to make the playoffs. It's Jacob Slavin. He's 33. He's got an $8.6 million deal, and they just extended Shane Gostisbehere to a $9 million deal. Go to the defensive core. They have him. They have Miller signed up long term. They have Borgen for a couple years. They've got a couple of guys in the AHL. Yeah, I want to go and get Jacob Slavin, who I could really use. He's a great defensive defenseman who would fit really well in this team. On that second pair, he fits in the top 4. I did not want to do that. Let's go to the new team, and that is New Jersey. This one is Simon Nemitz. They are playing him on the third pair. He could fit on my second pair, because they have Hamilton on their top pair. They have Pesci on their second pair, who's got just on a 4-year deal, and they have Nemitz at a 5-year deal on the third pair. I want to bring him in so he can be one of my top 4 defensemen. So those are the 2 trades I want to make, and I'm moving on a lot of players for that. Let's see when the scouts end. We still have a good way to go. We still have until February, like mid-February. Let's go February 22nd, I think that said. Let's keep simming. We're against St. Louis, Washington, and Boston. Ulf Gunderson injured, the guys I signed. We're gonna put in sell, I guess. And just put the Anthony on the top line. Power play line 2. That's all good. Well, not good because it looks bad. But it's fine, I guess. The games against St. Louis is a 6-2 win. Ottawa fired their head coach. Now we're going to Washington, face Washington rather. They're a team that's looking decent. We beat them. We're against Boston. Caden Gooley's injured now. Just a couple of days before the deadline starts. Put in on Yushkov. We're gonna put Fabro up there, I think. I think we'll just leave it like that. And a 6-2 win against the Bruins. So Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Tampa, Dallas. Simming up to that Canucks game so we can get the simming done again. An average Penguins team, we beat them 3-0. Minnesota, an okay team. We lose in a shootout. Gunderson's back. Gonna take out Liesel again. Gonna move him up the lineup. Play on that top line with Dean and Ritzy. Let's see how our prospects are doing. How's Berglund doing? 8 goals, 5 assists. Might have to move him down the lineup, honestly. Maybe put him in the 3rd line? 4th line, actually? Just, you know, to give him some... not play him as much, so I think that's gonna be fine. Stop simming. We win overtime against Tampa, and we're in Dallas. Anderson's injured now. To call up a guy from the AHL. I just touched my microphone twice by accident. call up a guy first. In the system, call up Kesselring? Why not? Actually, no, we'll call up Bisonen. Make him have his NHL debut. Gonna throw Bisonen in there. Might play him with Rathbone. Yeah, on the third pair. I pressed the wrong button. I let go of the button by accident, sorry. Please do the right thing. Extra attacker. Why was... What's his face the extra attacker? I'm gonna put Berkeley Catton. Right, I have to fix the lines in the AHL. And now we're gonna put... Horzak? We'll put Ekman on the top line. That's fine. Let's see what Vaishnanen can do in a few games in the NHL. We lose 3-0 to the Dallas Stars, in Montreal, in Philadelphia. I just him past the Red Wings as well. We're on a road trip. We're in Tampa, in Dallas, in Montreal, in Philly, in Detroit, and we're back home. We're back on the road again for 2 games. It's a 5-3 loss to Montreal. Dallas. Sorry, the Flyers, the 4-2 win. Detroit, good team. 5-4 win. And now Caden Gouli's back from injury. Perfect. Gonna send down Vaishnanen. Actually, how did he do? In his few games, he had a goal. Nice. Edit NHL lines. He's gonna put Gouli on the third pair so he won't play as much and won't get injured again. I want to put Vaishnanen back in now on the AHL squad. Press the wrong button. Ekman grew again. He was in 58 before, now he's at 60. What if I do that instead? Actually, I'll just do this. Do this. And then we'll put like Isaac. Maybe not actually. Leave that like that. We beat the Red Wings 5-4. Perfect. So I want to make those 2 trades. Hopefully my guys are fully healed from injury by then. But for now we're going to do the scouts. Nashville lost 8 to the Kings in the top right. Not that. I want to go to assign scout. If it would load faster. Not draft class. That guy's a franchise. Assign scout, please. Sorry, just doing something. Hopefully, these 2 trades make my team better. Adding a really good top 4 defensemen that could play in the future. And my top 4 would be Vaisinen, Peltola, Guli, and Nemitz in a couple years. Wait, am I at the Liga or... I don't remember. Yeah, just after Heino. Nope, not Heino. After him, Immonen. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go this guy. With Aho, what I'm calling him. Ended at Hortiger. This is the guy that's a franchise potential, Johansson. Get Albo in, please. Heinonen. There's Heino and Heinonen. February 28th for the extra Liga. March 6th, are you serious? February 28th. Or March 6th and February 28th later on. Get Versteeg and then it's get Luongo. February 28, 28. That's 28. Not Turner. Get McDonald. Did I do this before? I don't remember. I don't think so. Yep. Get rid of all these guys. Wasn't really paying attention. That's good. Let's go to February 28th here. I just sent to that game, the 28th. Hopefully my guys come back from injury soon. So Vancouver in Colorado, in New York, and then at home against Columbus. Fully healed, perfect. Take Yushkov out. The game against Vancouver is a 5-1 loss. He's already been in the lineup, but I want to put him back up. I want to put him back on the top line. Stop simming. loss, loss, and then a win. An overtime loss. Go back, I said. Then we're gonna go to scouts. Yeah, I want to make those 2 trades at the deadline that hopefully make me better and don't make us worse. Extra Liga. Hopefully Slavin didn't sign an extension by then. Wait. I didn't really pay attention to that, sorry guys. This is the last one. And now we're just gonna send him to the deadline past the Maple Leaf game. He's got 43 assists as a goal scorer. Like, what is that? It's a 4-3 win. And he has 62 points now. How's the AHL team? They are 44, 16, and 2. My goodness. We're gonna conservative buyer, I think, is the right thing to go for. Enter deadline. Sorry guys, take another sip of my drink. First we're gonna check Slavin. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go propose trade. Hopefully there's no extension. Perfect. Jacob Slavin. We're moving on from a couple of key roster players that have been here kind of since day one. Maybe not. Defenseman. We're gonna start with Kanyushkov. I know I said I wanted to keep him, but I think it's best we just move on from some of these guys. Like, this guy has 6 points in 28 games. He really hasn't been doing much. Next up is someone I signed this past summer, actually. Artem Zub. He hasn't been playing bad, per se, but he hasn't been too hot. First we'll start with the other guys, though. Fabian Liesel, I wanted to move on from him. He just hasn't really fit on the team. Another AHL guy, a prospect, and someone I also wanted to move on from, in Dallas Clarkson, wherever he's at, right here. Next up is a draft pick. The St. Louis Blues 3rd round pick. And we're gonna add Zub. I don't know if I want him. I don't know if this is gonna be the right decision to move him, but we're just gonna do it anyway. Artem Zub. Actually, let's try without Zub first. That makes sense. We're gonna add Zub back. Hopefully this goes through. Trade rejected. Get rid of that 3rd rounder. What if we add Rookie skaters. Trade. Flyers trade a second and a fourth to Calgary for Bean and a third. Sjogren was another guy I wanted to trade away. Does that go through? It does not. This is not what I wanted. Let's see. Sorelli's not going to go through. I'm going to have to add a different draft pick. Caps trade Ben and Jenner to Montreal for a second, Tavares and Cracknell. Add the second round pick, I guess. Keep Zub instead, though. We have to add Zub again. Actually, what if we add a prospect that I didn't want to keep? Keeping Doig. Sjogren's involved in something else. Tutu also involved in something else. Preston. What is this? Barabee, fourth and a seventh for 2 seconds, and Danford, no thanks. I'm gonna have messed up my trade in Calgary. Let's go back to rookie skaters now. Gonna have to add Zub, I think. Or did I try that already? I don't even remember. Carolina trades Julkinen, a fifth and Zajac to St. Louis for Alexandrov and Holmberg. Let's try Nemec then, first. Simone Nemec. So with that. We're gonna have to move on from Braden Schneider, someone I've been wanting to move on from for a while. And then prospects. Tutu was one of the ones that I just didn't really have a spot for. Pittsburgh trades Sharon Govich and Hayes to the Islanders for Tursambayev and Ritchie. And there's a couple of centers. Sjogren, definitely. Then, pressed the wrong button by the way, sorry for that guys. They want Glass. Is he playing Glass? He's not. Probably involve him in a trade to Calgary, to Carolina for Nemec. For the other one, sorry. Sorelli. Probably move Sorelli. Try that. We'll add a draft pick. You want the third rounder, so that's what we're gonna do. Big rejected, we're gonna add the second rounder then. Still rejected somehow. Add my third rounder. I don't get how that's rejected too. Islanders trade Lawson and Guindon to the Avalanche for Gavrikov, a fourth, and Jones. This is not what I wanted. I need these two guys. Right wing. That's all I have for right wing. Panthers trade second and Malinsky to Pittsburgh for Jari and Heinen. This This is not what I wanted at all. I don't have a second rounder next year. When did I trade my second rounder? Trade this third rounder. And then we'll add Montreal made a trade. Frondell and Vatanen for Morgan Geeky. That's an awful trade. At Preston. And Glass. Come on. There's no way this is not going through. Like, come on. I'll give you blanket. This is a joke. Maple Leafs trade Generous and Chadwick to Vegas for Whitecloud and Carrier. Josh Morrissey. Of course, there's no trade possible. I need them. It's like there's no other way to say it. I need him. They aren't even using him either. What did I just do? No. Fine trade. Of course, no trade possible. Columbus trades Lundstrom a third to Toronto for Miantonen a third and seventh. This is really, really annoying right now. Those are the two players that I desperately needed, and I can't get them. Zub, Konyushkov, Schneider. Schneider. Trade. Carolina trade. Colorado trades a couple of picks to Minnesota for Pew Suter, third and Mitchell. Draft picks. Second rounder. I'm not gonna be able to do anything now. I can't do anything. Just destroyed my plans. My plans are all screwed up now because these two teams don't want to give me my players. Owen Power. Doesn't fit either. Why would he? I hate this coach. Winnipeg trades Gregor, a third, and Nyquist to Boston in exchange for a couple of picks. Guess I'll try Josh Morrissey. If Winnipeg wants to move him. It's gonna take a million players to get him. Well, why would he fit? Why? Why did I believe he would be able to fit on my team? He's got 4 years left. Thomas Chabot. Try that, I guess. See if he fits. Of course not. And he's also injured, too. I guess no one wants to work with this team. Red Wings trade Yakimchuk and Valley to Pittsburgh for Kapanen. Joel Farabee, Robbie Fabry, Kuzmenko, Lindgren, Valiev, Deno, Luukkonen. There's nothing. There's nothing. I can't do anything. Go to Montreal. Destroyed by defense. Where did Montreal just trade? Kovalev and Miller to Flyers for a third, Urson and Zaitsev. We're gonna try and get Ryan back, I guess. We're gonna get Kushkov back. They're gonna get Schneider. They're gonna get Dallas Clarkson. And they're getting a second round pick. I gotta salvage something. I get a third, I guess. They're gonna get a second. Or they're just not gonna get anything. I'm not gonna making any trades this episode. Looks like we're not making any trades. Just gonna wait for the deadline to finish. We'll see if anyone wants anything, but we're probably not making any trades. This just really irritated me. Do you have any defensemen for me? I was just gonna sit back and wait with my mic off, but I just want to see if I can make any trades. Noah Hannafin, how many years do you have left? 5. Screw you. That's not what I wanted. We're gonna not go with that. We're gonna go with this. Need legit sellers. St. Louis. These are top prospect. Was he just drafted in the first round? Like first overall? Second overall in 2025. Chubasov, Waldman, Lindstein. I mean, Lindstein is like just an extra. I don't know if that would work. Pittsburgh doesn't really have anything. Neither does Philly. Nashville. I'm not taking Yossi, that's for sure. Once I scratch my ear. Charlie Alec, I don't remember having him. Apparently I did. I don't have anyone over here for me. Montreal, no. Minnesota, Washington trades Ovi. A second and McMichael, a fifth, and Darnay to Chicago for Fuller and Ludwinski. That's a large trade. I know Juracek doesn't fit, but let's just check anyway. Oh, he does. Maybe this is a trade I can make. I have 20 minutes to do this. Oh, 20 minutes. Konyushkov, Schneider, and a third. Or just don't add the third round pick like I specifically clicked on it. It's David Juracek, not Adam. I keep forgetting. I was at a prospect. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Sjogren and Tutu. Screw you, NHL. Screw you, EA, for this garbage. This is absolute garbage. This game is garbage. I've had enough. I get a trade offer at the end. This is a joke. I'm just simming the rest of the season. Dude, I don't want Gustav Lindstrom. Get out of my face. No, go back. I said go back. I'm just simming the rest of the season. I'm done. I'm done. If Flavin's available in the offseason, I'm signing him. Sit past San Jose, Calgary, Anaheim, Carolina. I'm done. I'm not taking this junk back. If Florida wanted to sign him, you can keep him. Nate Smith. Who is this guy? No, I don't want Nate Smith. Beat San Jose. How many players are being placed on waivers right now? Josh Manson. No, he's a 79 overall. I don't want him. We're in Calgary. 5-0 win. Oh my god. Kita Zaitsev. Why would I want Zaitsev? We're in Anaheim. The 4-1 win. We lost to Carolina. Islanders, Seattle, LA. Of course, we lose to a garbage team. What else would EA want us to do? We can't make any trades. We lose to garbage teams. Magic EA game this is. I don't want $8.7 million of 2 years of Dmitry Orlov at like 40 years old. Caden Gooley's injured. Of course, this is exactly why I wanted to make a trade. Why I wanted to bring in Nemitz and what's his name again? Slavin. So no, EA is just like, no, you can't do that. You can't make your team better. Enough. beat Seattle, we beat LA, Vegas, Nashville, Ottawa. Utah's a good team. That's next week though. Vegas is below 500. We beat them 6-2 surprisingly. We're in Nashville, we lose 6-4 to a garbage team. We're against a garbage Ottawa team. Let me guess, they beat us? Wow, we won. Who would have thought? This game just infuriates me sometimes. Just keep Gooley down there for now, I guess. Probably getting injured again. Utah, New Jersey, Buffalo, Florida. We beat them 7-6. Beat Utah 7-6. New Jersey beat us 3-2. The team that didn't want to give us the player that I specifically gave up a ton for. Was going to anyway. We lost 4-2 to Buffalo, because why not? We hit 40 wins for the first time in our franchise. We beat Florida 6-3. Chicago, Edmonton, St. Louis, Washington, Boston. Just past the rest of the season. I'm done. It's a 6-4 win against Chicago. We're in Edmonton. I don't want Colin Miller. Lost 2-1 at Edmonton. Lost 4-2 to St. Louis. That's not what I want to press. I want to press R1. Put Lee Selin. Oh my god! I replaced him. He's supposed to go in every single one of his spots. What is this game? We lost to Washington. And we beat Boston 7-3. Wow! We made the playoffs. He finished at a point per game. We finished second in the division and not a second wildcard spot in the West for once. And who are we facing in the first round? San Jose. If we lose to the damn Sharks, who's our AHL team playing in the playoffs? How did they finish? 58 wins in the AHL. At least they were able to do something. I'm gonna end it there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.